Hey guys, Jacob here, and in this video I want to show you the comparison between the official Amazon SP-API MCP and our own MCP from DataDoe, which is the Amazon data layer. So this is just the comparison video. We'll be doing all of the tests live. If you don't know, Amazon just released the official MCP. I just recorded also a video about it yesterday, published it, where I was just, showing you what is it, how to use it, how to set it up. We are testing some use cases, building some code with it as well. So if you are brand new to this topic, I definitely recommend you to check it out. Also here, you can just check it on their GitHub. They have it here, local MCP for the SP API, and they pretty much tell it all. And in this video, I just want to show you the comparison between those two MCPs, because right now, a lot of sellers, a lot of builders overall, they are trying different MCPs, and they are building their own setups with Cloud Code, with Claude, with ChatGPT, Codex, and all of the other AI tools. And they are not aware what's possible and what's pretty much the best use case for each of those MCPs. And hopefully after watching this video, you will have some of the understanding what are the differences and which MCP is the best for your use case. So let's dive to it. So the official comparison, we'll be doing it on the same seller account, same settled month, and we'll be asking literally the same questions. We'll be using April for this one, and we'll be only doing it over the SP-API. So all of the prompts that I will also do in this comparison video, they will be only relevant for the SP-API MCP. Amazon also has the Amazon Ads MCP, and I want to record the next video where I will combine those two MCPs against our own DataDoe MCP, because in DataDoe we also have advertisement data. So we will be doing also this test as well later in the next video. So let's do it. So we will ask both tools pretty much questions like, how much did I sell? Am I making money? What are my best sellers? What's my return rate? And what does Amazon owe me? So let's do it. I have two shells open, and I'll just run Claude sessions in both of them. So I'll be using Claude Code. The reason why I'm using Claude Code is that Amazon MCP is local one, so you cannot authorize it over like a Claude in your browser, like a chat from Claude or the ChatGPT chat. But for the DataDoe, by the way, you can, because we actually release it in a way that you can do that. But yeah, anyway, let's set it up. As you can see here on the left side, we have those two MCPs connected. So the SP-API Dev Assistant, I'll just make it a little bit bigger, and the SP-API Workflow, those are two MCPs from the Amazon. And here we just have the DataDoe MCP. And the first question is about pretty much how much did I sell? So I'll put it here. How much did I sell in April 2026 on the Germany marketplace? This is the marketplace ID. It will make it easier for the MCP to actually get the data right away. Give me a total sales number of orders and units sold. Let's do it. And here, the same thing. Okay, so it figured out it will use the SP-API tools, and here it figured out it will use the DataDoe MCP server. Okay, so we get the answer here as well. I mean, there always will be a little bit of the differences between those two, but this is pretty much less than 1% difference. I mean, it's literally the same. I will give it to the SP-API MCP. It gave the answer right away. It was very simple call to one of the endpoints, so that's why it was super simple. Of course, in DataDoe, we have the whole data layer. So to get to this data, it took a little bit longer, but it's pretty much, yeah. Both were pretty fast and pretty easy to get. So yeah, that was just a warm up. Let's do the next prompt. So the second case is, am I actually making money? Here's the prompt. What was my profit in April on the German marketplace? Break it down into sales, cost of goods, fees, and net profit. All right, so here's the interesting thing. First of all, DataDoe gave us the full answer very quickly. So we get the total sales, cost of goods, Amazon fees, ad spend, total cost, net profit, net margin. Here are some additional notes. And here, very interesting things happened. First of all, Amazon SP-API MCP, they don't have the cost of goods. It's a blocker. I was also talking about this in the previous video. Pretty obvious. It's just they don't allow you to upload cost of goods to Amazon. That's why so many tools exist where you can actually upload cost of goods. But second thing is, okay, let's just forget about the cost of goods, it will actually get the full month of transaction anyway to give us something from the finances API, but the payload was huge, so it had to create some Python script in the background for this one. For now, we are pretty much stuck and we are burning a lot of tokens, and yeah, let's wait for it, what it will actually give us. Okay, so the SP-API can give us the sales and fees. Okay, I'll just do it like this. 40 pages. It actually mentioned the DataDoe about this one. Okay, I feel like it wants to use the DataDoe for this one. Yeah, it's already trying to get the DataDoe for this one. I'll just answer it. Okay, I just told it to use the SP-API MCP for the whole session, not the DataDoe, to make it actually harder. Even though I disabled the MCP, I thought it would be enough, but it still has something in the memory. Okay, so it's continuing with the Amazon Finances API. Okay, I see it will try to iterate over multiple pages because it's already mentioning like a next token logic. And this is already, I mean, you can see the difference that the DataDoe MCP, it has all of the data. We handle all of the gathering logic in the data pipelines in the background. So you always have fresh data. And then if you're using the DataDoe MCP, you always get fresh data pretty much from it right away. You don't need to worry about anything. And their MCP, it's always making the requests in the background and creating the code to handle the cases. So every time you ask about something, it's a very long process, and many times you may just not get the answer right away or incorrect answer. So that's why I'm also making this comparison and also educating people that each MCP has its own purpose. Okay, it's still trying. Page 2 done. It says it needs around 40 pages for this one. So it's actually keep working. I'm pretty sure we will get out of the limits for the SP-API in this session here. Okay, I got the page 4. Okay, so I mean, we are on a page 5 and it told us that there will be like 40 pages. So I would say, let's pause it, otherwise we'll run out of all of the SP-API token limits. And let's say that, okay, in this session, actually, yeah, the DataDoe is much better use case, and it's not that easy to just get it from the SP-API directly. So let's do the next test. Of course, all of the sellers, like, they care what are their best products. They want the information about it in a nice aggregated way. And this will be our next comparison. This will be our next prompt. So I'll just paste it here. What were my best selling products in April on the German marketplace? Top 10 by units sold, and we'll get the revenue and profit per product. So let's run it here, and let's run it in DataDoe as well. From the API, it seems like we can get top 10 units by sold with revenue per product. Okay, of course, without the cost of goods. So, all right, it'll work. And meanwhile here, as you can see, we already got the answer. So we have the products, ASIN, units, revenue, profit, margin. So that was pretty much good. And the SP-API, it's actually working. And it seems like we got the status in queue because of the report. And yeah, we are on the reports. And when it comes to the reports, yeah, that's tricky. And you really need to have a proper data pipelines to run it on scale, and also later to parse it, because each report may give you a little bit different answer when it comes to formatting. But let's see how it goes actually live using Cloud Code. I mean, it's a powerful tool. It will figure it out once you get the answer, that's for sure. Let's just see if we can even get it from their SP-API MCP. It seems like it's just trying to really figure this out. So now we get a sleep 40 seconds. Okay, the total requires keyword for search. I'll use get catalog item per ASIN instead. Okay. All right, we got the answer. So we got it. And very nice thing is we got it. The numbers are very similar. Like the differences are pretty much that you cannot see them at all in some cases. In some cases, just a few units revenue. We get the average price here. Of course, that's easy to calculate. But of course, we didn't get the margin. Didn't get the profit. So that was it. Actually, that was not that bad. Of course, we had to use so many tokens here for just a work overall and the API limits that if you were about to repeat it now, it may get pretty hard and uncomfortable to do it over and over. So let's go and try the next case. Let's talk about the returns. All of you really want to understand how many returns you get, and we'll be actually doing this one. What was my return rate in April on the German marketplace? Break it down by product. which units and value returned. Let's do that. Okay, it's tried to get a report and burned the quota. So it might be a problem here, but let's see. All right, we got the answer here. So the return rate here overall 9.5 return rate. Here we got the products ASINs, units returned, units sold, return rate, estimated value returned. And we got some that are pretty much crazy, and we should definitely take a look at them and optimize those products. So like 48%, that's really a lot. But we also got some that are very low, like here. I mean, you can see 4.5% and like 300 units sold. So we got everything here. That's good. And when it comes to the Amazon SP-API, it seems like we have a problem. I mean, it tries to get the data from the reports, and we hit the quota limit from the SP-API, and we are stuck. And to be fair, it might take 5 minutes, or it may take 15 minutes, depending on like how many data it really needs from how many reports. Seems like here it wants to get the FBA returns and the fulfilled returns, and then probably combine those two together. Oh yeah, one shell still running. Okay, I'll just say go ahead and retry and let me know. Okay, it started doing something. Nice. And also while we wait, I also want to say that like I'm not surprised, and I was also mentioning this in the previous video, that the Amazon official MCP for SP-API, this is really a great tool for developers. This is not a tool for sellers that just want quick answers by talking with the cloud and analyzing the data and so on. In order to do it very quick, I mean, you need the proper data layer. You need the database where you have data connectors that are pulling this information, aggregating this, cleaning the data, so it works on a scale. Like all of the data is pretty much gathered while you sleep. You don't have to worry about it, and that's why DataDoe here, it has such a advantage of it is, and that's why we are getting all of those answers right away, and we can work directly with our AI and pretty much think about, okay, what I will do next, how can I optimize my business, how can I sell more, what products can I find, what my competitors are doing, because we literally have all of the data in one place already. And for the SP-API, you're kind of building the logic on a way while you talk, right? Like right now, like it's actually creating the reports, pulling them, then gathering the data, and then trying to give us the answer. That's why it takes so much time. The good thing is we got the data. It's the difference is only 1 unit, so that's good. While it's still doing its own thing, I would say let's jump to the last case. So what does the Amazon owe me? And for this one, we'll do a prompt. How much did Amazon reimburse me in April on the German marketplace, and for what reasons? So let's do that. All right, we got the answer, by the way, for the returns. We also got this one with like 48%, so that's good. And the answer is pretty similar if I look at it here. We got all of those. It's just like a different order, but yeah, pretty much those are matching. So it really did work. It just took so much more time and tokens. And of course, if you want to do it on a larger scale, we would have a problem. By the way, we got the reimbursements here. I'll just paste it here as well and try to get it from the SP-API as well. Just so you know, here we got it. Amazon FBA reimbursements. We got 2,500 euros. Here we got like custom return, lost warehouse, damaged warehouse, lost inbound, lost outbound, reimbursement, reversal. So that's here. When it comes to the SP-API MCP, we got throttled again by the create report, and it will back off for 2 minutes and retry. We need to wait, and we got 1 shell running, so we know it's running. It needs this time to recover. So, I mean, I think that at this point, you really understood the difference, so we don't have to really go here and wait for this. Here I just wanted to show you like the differences, the use cases, what's the each MCP for. So if you're a seller, brand, agency, and you want to work with your data, you want to analyze it, you want to get instant access to it using the AI, and I would say the data layer is a must, right? DataDoe is just our product, so I don't want to like say, hey, you need it. Of course, you can build it on your own, or you can use competitors and of our competitors. It's pretty much your choice. I just wanted to show you that when it comes to the official Amazon SP-API, it's just not the tool for this kind of work. It's a developer tool that help you to build better SP-API applications. For example, in our case, when it comes to building DataDoe, we could use this MCP to further expand our product. It will definitely help us. We already have our own library for a long time that does pretty much something similar. It has access to all of the documentation, endpoints, and everything. But right now, Amazon officially release it. So I would say it's a great thing to help you build your applications. But if you just want the robust solution, you don't want to worry about the engineering part, scalability, quota limits, authentications, and so on. There are tons of the things you have to really worry about when it comes to building the application like this, not even talking about the security here. So yeah, it's pretty much your choice. I want to show you here what are the options. And if you're interested in DataDoe, you can go to datadoe.com. We have a 7 days free trial. You can connect as many accounts as you want and get direct access to MCP, or you can use it through the API, and we have tons of other features as well. So thanks a lot, guys. Let me know what you think about this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.